तो क्या हाल है?
I can't override that machine. But I could learn if there's a cauldron out here. Spotted machine. Must be a bristleback. Maybe Erend took it down? Ground soaked with acid. Did the bristlebacks do that? Must be Chainscrape. Jaruf said I could get my bow upgraded in there. Might be able to tinker with my other gear, too.
Outlander approaching.
Is that the savior?
Wanna come in, Savior? Welcome to Chainscrape, Savior.
Open up, guys. Jorv's orders.
Good enough for me.
By the Forge.
Petra?
Aloy, what are you doing here? About time there was something worth looking at in this dump.
It's nice to see you, too.
And not a moment too soon. Come on. Damn brewery's the only thing I can count on in this place.
Yeah, I heard. Machines, work stoppage.
Oh, those are just the latest malfunctions. Chainscrape's always been a few tools short of a kit. And right there is the biggest tool of all.
Our land, not our problem. The bristlebacks are everybody's problem.
Roland?
You've heard of him,
Yeah.
but he's a story best told over a cold beer.
Petra. I'm just passing through. I'm headed west.
Oh,
There's an embassy at Barren Light I need to make happen, and then I keep moving.
ah, of course. Bigger gears to grind. Well, Flamehair, good to see you. You've got to move on.
Petra.
But if you want a cold beer and a few laughs with an old friend, come find me at the brewery. Your choice.
Well, this Olvan guy sounds like trouble. Maybe Petra could use some support. But first things first, I need to find that workbench and upgrade my bow.
Oh, hi. Well, that depends. I wrestled a snack ball once.
Come on, anyone! Don't make my day!
I know you see me.
Hope I didn't miss too much last night. Don't care what the job is, as long as I can provide for my boys.
Okay. Today.
ओहो, ये तो साइलेंट ही कर रखा था मैंने, आवाज़ ही नहीं आ रही होगी फिर आपको तो। चलो ठीक है।
Okay. Got it.
जुकाम की संभावित परिभाषा पूरी चल रही है।
I hope I'll actually get something done. Getting a good look at Sonora?
This should be useful.
स्किल बढ़ा लेता हूँ, चलो पहले कुछ। अरे क्या दे दिया है। लेवलिंग अप करना पड़ेगा, क्वेस्ट करना पड़ेगा। एंड होल्ड दिस टू लर्न इट। अच्छा, ये किसका है, ये किसका है पता नहीं, ये किसका है पता नहीं, ये किसका है पता नहीं, ये किसका है, अनसीन होने का, ये पता नहीं क्या है। पहले तो मीली पे आ जाओ भाई। रेजोनेटर ब्लास्ट, ये क्या करेगा? एक्टिव स्किल है। First strike enemy with melee attack to build up energy on your spear. Fully charged, tap G. Shoot the energy on the target. अच्छा, ये भी है। ये क्या है? नोरा वॉरियर, एक्टिव स्किल, कनेक्टेड स्किल। अच्छा, ये लर्न करनी पड़ेगी मेरे को पहले। अच्छा, अब ये लर्न हो गई है। रेजोनेटर ब्लास्ट वाले। This is a Velour Surge. Learn all 3 connected skill. Okay. To automatically unlock it. Equip a Velour Surge to use it. अच्छा, ये equip भी करनी पड़ेगी। Velour Surge are powerful special ability that require use. Earn Velour through various action in combat like moving components, targeting weak spots, and defeating enemies. अच्छा, ओके भाई। ओहो, ये तो बहुत बड़ा पेड़ है। अच्छा, ये अलग अलग पेड़ है। तो मेरे को तो ये 3 वेलोर है, 1 2 3 और एक ये है अल्टीमेट वाला। ठीक है भाई, सीख लेंगे। ये सीखूंगे। ब्लॉक, ये क्या है? Immediately break any enemy weapon card and leave them. खिला देती है तो। स्किल है बची कोई? अभी नहीं बची। पॉइंट कहाँ दिखा रहा है मेरे को? स्किल पॉइंट कहाँ? स्किल पॉइंट पे शो ही नहीं कर रहा। भाड़ में जाती है।
Now I just need to find Erend and help him clear the bristlebacks.
Bit busy now, but we'll
रुक जाए रेंडे। फास्ट ट्रेवल पैक मिल गया है, ठीक है। 2 पत्थर भी हैं। वैल्यूएबल टू सेल चाबी है। यार ये तो सब पे क्लिक करूंगा तो हो लिया काम भाई। फिर इन्होंने तो कुछ ज़्यादा ही डिटेल वो कर दिया, नहीं कुछ ज़्यादा वो कर दिया। इतना उसमें बसड़ नहीं थी, वो ठीक था। फटाफट खेलते रहो खेलते रहो। अभी तो 2 ही मिले हैं। ये कौन है? एक सांप भी मिला है। सांप भी तो मिला था भाई। अबे यार कहाँ कितना क्लिक करवाओगे भाई तुम? पड़े रहो तुम भाई, मैं नहीं कर रहा। अब बहुत हो गया। कैरेक्टर ये तो था ही साथ में। ये उसकी मम्मी थी, ये पता नहीं क्या थे हैं। गाया थी ये। ट्रेविस स्टेट है। ये पता नहीं कौन था। हेडीज था। ये कौन है? टेड फेरो है। चाहिए उसका पिताजी। ये साइलेंस, ब्लेमलेस, सन किंग अवाद, बनाशा, उथिड, और पेट्रा। ओके
Hello, beautiful.
यहाँ अननोन जा सकता हूँ। यहाँ न्यू क्वेस्ट है और बेंच पर एसएस टीचर है। योर स्टेशन। यार बिल्कुल वैसा ही बना दिया इन्होंने। अबे मिले हुए हो क्या तुम विचर वालों से? कैंप फायर एंड सेविंग एन न्यू। पहले के सही थे ना, उसमें तो अपने आप क्लिक नहीं करना पड़ता।
Don't mind this one. They smell bad, but they'll do.
Oi, miss.
Oh, there it is.
Get the feeling you're itching to go out west, like the whole lot around here. That's some damn good gear you got there, Red. If you're ever out there.
क्या हो गया? कुछ कर दे भाई। जाओ मैं फिर।
Where did I put my shoe?
Careful there.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
What's your problem?
Hey, I thought you'd left by now.
I'll drink you under the table anything.
Ready?
चलो भाई चलो रे फटाफट एक बार।
Didn't expect to see you up and about.
Thanks to those of you.
You must be in a hurry.
ये पेड़ रखे भाई यहाँ पे किसी ने। मेटल सिगरेट्स हैं भाई। अरे स्लो ना हो जाए बस, मेरे को ये दिक्कत है। बाकी तो ठीक है, स्लो हो सकता है ये कहीं, क्योंकि रेजोल्यूशन फ़िलहाल तो ठीक चल रहा है। पानी के अंदर भी देख सकते हैं, देखो पत्थर वत्थर पड़े हुए हैं। चलो भाई देखते हैं। Where they are heading.
Is that a tripwire? The whole area is rigged with them. It's always something.
Hold tight! I'll see what I can do!
Try luring them into the tripwire.
Keep calm.
कुत्ते कमीने मार दिया।
However you want. Wire's better though.
Never saw it coming.
मरो।
That's the last one.
Hello, Red. What a day, what a day.
शेड्स ले जाता हूँ मैं। इनको मारने के लिए कुत्तों को।
Tripwire's handy.
ट्रिपवायर अच्छे हैं यार, सही लगा रखे थे।
Come on over. Let me give thanks proper like.
आ रहा हूँ यार, आ रहा हूँ। एक मिनट रुक जा मेरे भाई। I'm coming to you. चाहिए मेरे को ट्रिपवायर। ये मेरे को भी वो कर सकते हैं क्या, घायल किया तो था यार शायद उन्होंने।
Hey, Red! Spare a moment, will ya?
Coming. Coming, brother. बोल भाई तू।
See, you're a practiced hunter. Took you less time to kill those scroungers than vanguards to kill one bristleback.
So the vanguards came through here?
Yeah, just a bit ago. Took down that bristleback, headed south. But then those scroungers showed up to carve the carcass, as they do. Then another bristleback ran through. I'm telling you, it's crazy around here.
So the vanguard went south.
Probably. This whole valley is swarming with them. The vanguard seemed dead set on getting rid of them.
I see.
Hold on there, Red. If you're gonna go chasing across the Daunt, you're gonna want a tripcaster. Not just any tripcaster. One of my make. Free of charge.
Workmanship looks solid enough.
Yep. Been tweaking the design since I left Chainscrape. More room to tinker out here and less chance of, well, accidents.
Did something happen in Chainscrape?
More like someone.
I don't follow.
There's this sack of wet dirt. Olvend. Thinks he's the Elderman of Chainscrape. Got half the town treating him as such. Back when I had a place in town, he took a real interest in my wares. Kept pressing for the Olvend discount. I said no. He didn't like that so much. I can't prove it, but that chuff bucket set my workshop on fire. Felt it best to put some distance between us after that.
cable car operator told me the Bristlebacks just appeared yesterday. Do you know anything about them?
How is old Karn? Back in the day, me and him got into all sorts of trouble. There was this one time that...
Anything about the Bristlebacks?
No. Karn said true. I just showed up and ran amok. Lucky for me, I've got you and the Vanguard swooping in time to save my backside.
I should get going. Thanks for the tripcaster.
While you're blasting Bristlebacks, I think I'll head down to the hunting grounds. Did you know they have a tripcaster trial? Come by later if you want to try it out.
Maybe. After I get things under control. So Erend headed south. Should be able to pick up his tracks with my focus. Pouch is full, but my pack has room.
Okay.
Tracks. Maybe Erend's and the Vanguard's.
चलो भाई ढूंढते हैं इनको। कहाँ से कहाँ गए?
These Bristlebacks are everywhere. It's a ruin from the old world. There's something interesting inside.
ओ भाई भागते हैं। क्या गैंडा स्वामी है वहाँ पे? तेल पाल देगा, पहले अपना मिशन कर ले, एक मिशन करके फिर जाऊँगा दूसरे को। कुछ तो मिले ना, सभी को मार के चले जाते यार। तो फिर तेल देती है, फटाफट भाग भाग के करना है यार, जल्दी जल्दी। एक सुअर और मिल गया, सुअर भी पेला जाएगा।
Sounds like someone's putting up a fight.
अच्छा ये तो इसका दोस्त है।
Another one down! Now this is what I was forged for. No Lakers to fill. No boring mid-afternoon patrols. Just a hammer. Just the fight.
सही मार रहा भाई तो।
Aloy?
Aloy?
Aaron!
ऐसा छा गया।
Stay where you are. I'll handle the rest. Those bristlebacks have acid canisters on their backs. It should trigger a chain reaction if I hit them with acid arrows.
Turn him to scrap, Aloy. Like hammered and metal. Smashed him good.
और भी है क्या कोई? मार डाला। स्किल पॉइंट मिल गया भाई मेरे को यहाँ पे। काफी कुछ दे रहे तो। आ रहा हूँ भैया।
Now you might have to meet me halfway here. Ah! Oh.
रिसोर्स कंटेनर। ये नई चीज़ आने लगी है वो रिसोर्स कंटेनर और ये वो ना। क्या भाई दो एक ही क्या क्या निकले इसको पता नहीं भाई। इसके पाउच भी पूरे हो जाएंगे अभी। The coil is now available in your inventory. Unlock coil slot. Inventory में आ गया भाई। कहाँ गया? बोल भाई तू।
Caught me at my best, as usual.
Well, you did the hard part. I just took care of the stragglers. How bad is it?
Who needs ribs, huh? Oh. I'm good. Huh. Okay, well, I know you didn't come all the way to the Daunt just to watch me get wrecked. So what's the story?
I need the embassy to happen, so I can head west. Erend, what I did at the Spire, what we did, it didn't end the threat. It just slowed it down. There's still more to do.
Really? Well, that's great. I mean, yeah, not the threat's not over part. That's not so great. But hey, whatever you're up against, your spear, my hammer, just like old times.
Erend, I need the embassy now. I can't wait for you to heal.
Couple of days rest, if that.
Actually, even if you weren't hurt, what I have to do, it's better if I do it alone.
Alone? That figures.
Aaron! I hate to interrupt the romance, but I'm pretty banged up here.
Don't blow your blaze, I'm coming. This just keeps getting better. Huh. Listen, I'll go to Barren Light, get patched up. If you want this embassy to happen, we're gonna need this sun priest, Studius Wadis.
Oh, I know him. I'll clear the Valley of Bristlebacks, then send Wadis to Barren Light. I'll catch up with you there.
Well, I guess that's sort of like a goodbye.
I'm sorry?
You? Sorry? Ugh. Yeah, that'd be a first.
Where is this coming from?
Hey, just, you know, forget it, yeah. Ugh. It's nothing.
It sounds like something.
All right, fine. Now, after the battle at the Spire, when you took off, you left without so much as a handshake. I mean, people like me, we fought and bled at your side, Aloy, and you just disappear? What kind of person does that?
Erend, I left when I did, how I did, for a reason. A good one.
Oh, well, thanks for sharing.
Listen to me. Life on Earth is in danger, and only I can save it.
What are you talking about?
Exactly what I just said. Everything living is going to die unless I fix a piece of technology created by the old ones. And time's running out.
Well, yeah, I guess that's the reason, all right. I'm an idiot.
Erend! By the Forge.
I guess that's my cue.
Maybe I should go with you to Barren Light.
No, hey, you're needed elsewhere, obviously. We'll make it without you.
That doesn't sound good.
You'll have to handle that one on your own. We'll only slow you down.
ये फंडा है क्या इनका?
Go.
और इसका क्या फंडा है? फंडे का नहीं मेरा पता। फंडे तो सही बना रखे नहीं। क्या है ग्रैपल पॉइंट है? अच्छा यहाँ मैं ऊपर बैठ सस्पेंडेड लॉग। अच्छा कुछ तो है इस चीज में ना। वो भी खत्म हो गया मेरे पास। ये क्या है भाई? की अपग्रेड। टस्क है। टॉर्न ऑफ फ्रॉम ब्रिसलबैक। अपग्रेड में भी काम आएगा ये तो। चलो स्किल इम्प्रूव कर लेते हैं। कौन सी स्किल इम्प्रूव करनी चाहिए बताओ। कितने स्किल पॉइंट है? एक ही है क्या? जीरो, ये दिखा तो रहा है यहाँ पे। ठीक है, ओके। ये क्या है? गैंडा? अच्छा, ये है ब्रिसलबैक। क्या है ये? क्या बकवास है? अच्छा, ये रैली ग्रूइन वाला और खुल गया। एक्सप्लोर कर सकता हूँ मैं इसको। इतने में तो 2 पेल देखिए। धीरे धीरे अपने आप आ जाएगा, लड़ना भी भाई। सही रास्ते पे जा रहा हूँ मैं। ठीक है, फिर यहाँ से आते हुए देख लेंगे इसको। भाग ले बेटा, भाग ले, मौत है तेरी निश्चित। बच ले, बचो मेरे से जितना बच सकते हो। यार उसमें सही रास्ता सा दिखाते थे भाई, इसमें तो रास्ते वास्ते का भी कुछ वो सीन सा नहीं बन रहा कि भाई ये रास्ता ही दिखा रहे हो। दिखा रहे हैं हम तो, क्या दिखा रहे हैं, क्या दिखा रहे हैं? तो पूरी डायरेक्शन वगैरह
What are those Oseram doing out here?
Quick! Gotta scrap him before the scroungers get him.
Oh, that bristleback's charging right at them.
Ha! Another one for the scrap pile. Your help was timely, Nora.
Just get back to Chainscrape before you get yourselves killed.
Not with all this salvage lying about. Come on, crew. Back to it.
ओहो, इसमें खड़ा होना ठीक नहीं है भाई, ये ध्यान रखो।
There's the quarry Thales mentioned.
Break those ass chuckers!
And it's full of this.
That's it! Gas and a scratch!
One less machine.
Look at that thing drop!
Another one down. Incoming. One less machine. Another one down.
Look at that thing drop!
There. Quarry's safe.
Stranger, come on over here. We gotta talk.
बेटा मेरे से पंगा तो तुम्हें भारी पड़ेगा। इस बार मैंने देख लिया था भाई, स्किल पॉइंट मिला नहीं मिला, स्किल पॉइंट मिलना चाहिए भाई। स्किल पॉइंट दे दो मेरे को बस, ताकि मैं क्विकली यहाँ पे नहीं है क्या वो? मैं आ रहा हूँ ना, इसी से बात करनी है क्या? कौन है?
I don't know what Honora's doing out here, but consider yourself old. We tried to hold off and wait for the Vanguard, but one of them bristlebacks charged us. Next thing you know was a full-fledged fracas.
Is everyone okay?
We lost some good people, but we would have lost the whole quarry without you.
Well, at least it's quiet now.
Your ears ought to be ringing with a quarry at work, but Chain Scrape's whistle ain't blowing, so we're stuck picking up the pieces.
You need the whistle to get back to work?
Me and my crew were just little cogs out here. Can't lift a hammer till Olvin blows that thing. Cause if we work without his say-so, he'll ban us. And my people have been through enough.
Elvin holds that much power?
He's got the money and connections to snuff our fires for good. Almost feels like we stood a better chance with the bristlebacks.
What are you and your crew working on?
We're supposed to be working Olvin's claim, digging out stone to show our barren light. But the work stoppage and the bristlebacks cut us short. Never seen those blasted things in the dawn before. Where in Forge Fire did they come from?
I'm not sure. At least not yet. I need to get going. Stay safe.
Thanks to you, that might actually be possible today.
I think I've cleared out most of the bristlebacks. Valley should be safe enough to travel. I'll go give Wadis the good news. Then maybe this embassy can finally happen.
चल ले यार, सही क्या हो गया तेरे को भाई? पहले तो इतना सही चल रहा था भाई, ये इसके पता नहीं भाई क्या मीडियम में भी ऐसी तैसी हो रही है इसकी अब। खेलना ही छोड़ दूँ भाई मैं जैसे गेम को, तो क्या ही खेलूँगा इसको। स्मूथ चलना चाहिए गेम, स्मूथ भी होना चाहिए, साथ में थोड़ा सा क्लियर होना चाहिए, जैसे इसका फर्स्ट पार्ट था। इस गेम में पता नहीं क्या मिला दिया इन्होंने, क्या कर दिया। सुअर की औलाद। अब मुझे इसके मैक्सिमम जो वो है वो पिछले गेम के ही याद है। ये आ लिया भाई। क्या कर रही है?
Machine saw me.
Huh? Someone's in a rush.
Time to give Wadis to Baron Light.
कहाँ मरा है? मरा नहीं था क्या पहले? तेरे को क्या लगा बेटा छोड़ दूंगा तेरे को? हमारा भूत बना दूंगा मार मार के। मैं डर नहीं लगता मेरे से।
That's not.
Sorry, Red. We're closed.
तो सारे क्लोज हो गए।
Looking sharp as ever.
Ignoring me again? What?
Hello. Move those feet.
Thought you were working the stalls already. Don't make me go drag both your ears off.
My cup is empty. Fix it.
Hey, Mildef. Mildef. I took some of your stew last time I went into the wilds. Kept me going for a week. Felt like I could have put a strider in a sleeper hold.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Sounds like you're serving up some impressive provisions here.
Not again. You can have the discount too, but you'll have to come back later.
I think you have me confused with someone else.
Olvin didn't send you?
No.
Oh, my apologies. It's just that his minions won't stop pestering me. Now I've even worn out my special grill. Since I'm in the midst of a crisis, perhaps you could skip to what it is you wanted?
Some of your food?
Of course.
Are Ulvin's people causing you problems?
Oh, yeah. They constantly demand my best, but the equipment I need to make my signature dishes isn't built for batch cooking. And don't get me started on the Ulvin discount they feel so entitled to.
And if you refuse?
I make meals, not trouble.
How did you end up in Chainscrape?
Heard about a new and upcoming town at the edge of the frontier. Where there's a town, there's a tavern. I was in need of work. So I got myself out here and started cooking. Some of these people had never tasted proper boars and berries stew before. Anyway, next thing I knew, people kept coming back. Guess they liked my food. Or the ale.
Your last customer mentioned your cooking really kept him going out in the wild. Where I'm headed, I could use some of that.
I would be happy to oblige, especially since you have the decency to ask pleasantly. But my special groove griddle is no more. Without it, I can't cook any of my signature dishes. I hate to think what'll happen when I'm forced to refuse Ulvin or his goons. Even if I already had the right ingredients, there's nothing I can do. Unless you can source me a temporary replacement?
What do you need?
For the ingredients, a few pieces of decent wild meat, and I'd say a big handful of bitter leaf stems. That'll do. As for the griddle, a corrugated metal panel might suffice until I can have a new one forged. You'd likely find one in a scrounger pile if you follow the river to the northeast. Don't worry, I'll clean it first. You'll have no issue finding boars and bitter leaf on your way. Assuming you're as much a hunter-gatherer as your clothing suggests.
Thanks, Mildef. I'll keep an eye out.
So that's what gratitude sounds like.
And don't let anyone push you around, okay?
If you say so.
Already got enough wild meat. Just need to pick some bitter leaf and grab a metal panel from the scrounger.
Change your mind about that brew? Come to revel in some strike, sister? Let me set the board.
I was just passing by.
First timer, huh? Don't worry about it. I'll go easy on you. You got any pieces?
No.
Well, aren't you in luck then? I got an extra set, a Tanakh original straight out of the Forbidden West. Sit. I'll run you through it in a hot spark. I'll give you something special if you win it on my boards, too.
And 3 planks for our chef Mildef.
ये क्या है? Not completed. Beginner tutorial. Start challenge. Are you ready to?
All right, let's start off simple. The Tanakh like to say that Machine Strike is a game of pure strategy. We each get a set of pieces. Each piece represents a kind of machine, and each machine is worth a different number of victory points. And to win the game, you'll need to gain 7 victory points by destroying the opponent's machines. It can be tricky remembering the details of every machine, so we use these notes to keep track of them. You see that number on the top right corner? That there is how many victory points you'll get for destroying that machine. Notes also tell you how far a piece can move, how powerful their attacks are, the distance they can strike from, and of course, their health. Okay, that's enough for now. Let's just play. I'll explain the rest as we go. I own the board, so I get to choose who goes first. Since this is your first time, I'll let you go. Usually you get to choose which pieces to set on the board, but this will do for now. pick up that machine piece to your right, and move it forward. And remember, each machine can only move a certain distance. Take a look at your notes if you need a reminder. Easy enough, huh? Now, you get to move 2 machines each round, so go ahead and pick a second machine. Move that machine forward. It's all part of the learning process. Perfect. There's not much else to do for now, so just end your turn. We're forging onwards. Let me move my pieces here. And we're back to you. This time, why don't you try attacking one of my pieces? Try with that machine on your right first. Now move the piece close enough to attack one of my machines. When performing an attack, you'll be testing your machine's combat power against the opponent's. A machine's combat power is a combination of the terrain your machine is standing on and its own attack power. This board only has grassland terrain, which has no effect on a machine's combat power. And your current machine has 2 points of attack power. So in total, your machine's combat power equals 2 points. Since my machine isn't the one attacking, it has 0 points of attack power. And just like your machine, it's not affected by grassland terrain. So right now, the difference in combat power between the 2 machines is 2 points. This means your machine can do 2 points of damage to my machine. Did you get all that? Knew you were a smart one. Finish up by attacking my machine. Not pulling any punches, huh? Now grab that second machine of yours. See how your machine can't move close enough to attack mine? You can make your machine sprint. That lets it move 1 space further. Try it out. Try sprinting up to one of my machines. Downside to sprinting is that your machine can no longer attack. Now, some players like to take a risk and overcharge their machine in cases like this. Overcharging lets you attack after a sprint, but it will damage your machine's health by 2 points. So use at your own discretion. Let's try doing that now so you can see what I mean. That's about it for your turn then. Now, I'll let you in on a neat trick. That machine of yours, the one closest to me, grab a hold of it. Don't leave me hanging. Just grab the machine closest to me. Same as in the wilds, machines have both armored points and weak points. You can see them marked on the pieces. Blue shows where their armor is thickest. Hit them there and you'll do some damage, but not a lot. Now, red shows the machine's weak points. Hit those and you'll deal a mighty blow. Here, let me show you. Rotate that piece so your machine faces mine. Now let that machine have it. Off the board she goes, and there's your first victory points. You don't have 7 of them yet, so let's keep going. Your machine attacked mine, but hasn't moved yet. Go ahead and move downwards towards my remaining piece. You've already attacked a machine and moved your piece. But if you overcharge your machine, you can attack a second time. And by the look of your machine's health, you'd be sacrificing your piece to defeat mine. But sometimes, that can be a good thing. Overcharge your machine to attack mine a second time, and I'll show you what I mean. Ain't that a thrill? Now, because your machine was knocked out at the same time as mine, we both get the victory points our machines are worth. Good news is, since you're the one attacking, you're gonna receive your victory points before I do. Which means you can reach the coveted 7 victory points first. That's why sometimes losing a piece can be the best way to end a game in your favor. Now, you'll notice you didn't get quite up to 7 victory points this time, but you did destroy all my pieces. That means you're the winner! That wasn't so hard, was it? Just remember to always check for the best terrain to attack from. You'd be surprised the advantage you can gain over an opponent like that. I know it saved my behind in a game or two.
I'll try and remember that.
Oh, before I forget. These are all my spare pieces. I want the Savior of Meridian to have them. It's a small set to be sure, but it should be enough to get you in on any strike games you find out there. You might even fancy looking out for them strike carvers. They've got all kinds of unique pieces that can turn a game in your favor. Though they'll need the materials to craft you one. Or you might find them in the wilds if you're lucky. I know I've lost my fair share of pieces after a night of machine hunting or brew hopping. No need to thank me. Always a pleasure to help out new strike players. Now, if you feel like playing a real game, I've got plenty of other boards. I could even teach you a few more tricks if you're up for it.
Thanks. I'll think about it.
Don't be a stranger.
Knew you couldn't resist some good company.
That's right. Thought it was gonna get me too.
Hey. Got a slap to the face.
As I was saying.
Hey, I thought you'd left by now. Bit busy now, but we'll talk soon.
He'd already started walking.
What you said?
You ever wonder if this is worth it? Missing these moments of
Finally!
few shards are gonna buy
We are on the same side here, Olvan. The Bristlebacks threaten us all.
Oh, drop the act. We all know it was the Carja who let the Bristlebacks into the valley, sent them straight through the gates of Barren Light.
That is preposterous. Why would we let dangerous machines into our own land?
You mean the land that honest Osram laborers work tirelessly with no say in its governance? The land that, should you sign the decree...
Oh! What do you want, Ulvund? Some kind of payment?
My dear magistrate, you think I can be bought? If you want that whistle blown, all you have to do is have your soldiers remove the Bristlebacks and sign the concession decree. Face it, what other choice do you have?
Hi.
Savior, what auspicious timing. Might we discuss a matter of importance to the Sundom?
We might. Later.
Very well. I shall be waiting.
So, the savior herself. Walloper of Derval, gutter of youth.
Maybe.
I've heard many tales of your beauty and heroics, my fierce lady warrior. Ulvund Freeholder, at your service. So, what could have dragged you away from the fine silks and wine of Meridian to this smudge of a settlement? Your saviorly attention must be needed elsewhere.
I'm here for the embassy and...
The embassy? Why, by the forge. Ah. Greater gears for greater matters. Guess that means you'll be moving on.
Once I've dealt with any problems around here that need my saviorly attention.
Ah, the Bristlebacks, of course. Got to get rid of them if you want that embassy to take place. Well, let's get to it, hey? And off you go.
Not so fast. You don't seem to have a high opinion of the Magistrate?
Well, I refuse to play nice to some fancy-robed parchment pusher when my fellow laborers are being bullied, intimidated, and taken advantage of.
How noble of you.
Noble, ha! Born with a hammer in hand, I was. Nobody handed me anything or dropped opportunity into my lap. Everything I've achieved, I've done on my own.
And where is this hammer now?
The, burden of leadership forced me to set it aside. The Carja risk nothing, while demanding that good Oseram gamble with their lives out there. Someone had to step up and say no more.
You ordered the work stoppage?
Indeed I did. We're laborers, not soldiers. Until the Carja clean up their mess and give us the fair deal we deserve, I'm not risking Oseram lives.
Fair deal? You mean your concession decree?
It's not my decree. It's on behalf of all the good Oseram laborers of this land who do all the backbreaking work, while only the Carja reap the rewards. All we're asking for is the ability to share in this prosperity for a land worked by the people, for the people.
Right. Then just how much would be your share?
Only an amount appropriate to my contributions to this community, of course.
If Chainscrape is on Carja land, shouldn't a Carja be in charge? Who appointed you?
The sensibilities of good Oseram folk, of course. You think a Carja can head this whole venture? Ah! The Magistrate can barely make the trek from Barren Light without losing a few screws.
So you have no real authority then? People only follow you because you say so. Loudly.
Anyone who has followers has authority. I've been with Chainscrape from the beginning. I mean, I'm practically its founder, and its honest folk know I'm indispensable to its success.
You said you founded Chainscrape. Somehow I doubt that.
Practically founded, I said. I alone saw its potential when it was just a smattering of tents in Barren Light's shadow. I invested in the mine, convinced some friends back home to do the same, and here we are. You could say Chainscrape is what it is thanks to me.
Oh, so you're not just standing around and profiting off everyone else?
Not at all. Sure, I make a little return on my investment here and there, but my main priority, as it was from the beginning, is to look after the well-being of these honest, working Osram.
I cleared out all the bristlebacks.
Oh, you did?
Now that you've recovered from your shock, time to blow the whistle.
Oh, there, not so fast. I'll have to send someone out to confirm the kills. Make sure the valley is safe again. It shouldn't take more than a day or two.
No. You blow the whistle now.
These are innocent Osram lives we're talking about here. Surely the delay...
Either you do it now, or I will.
Ah, I knew you could do it! Friends, gather around. The savior of Meridian has done it again. The Bristlebacks are defeated!
Now what?
You.
What?
Sound the whistle. Chainscrape is open for business!
Terrific.
Yay.
And Ulvund has agreed to personally pay every worker their lost wages.
Yeah!
That's more like it!
Yeah!
Woo!
Ha-ha!
Yeah! Yeah!
Don't you have an embassy to get to?
Yeah, I guess I do. Well, the Chainscrape's back to work. Merchants should be open to trade. I should see if they have anything useful before I send Wadis off to Barren Light. Better see what that Carja magistrate wanted. I bet he's in the tavern.
Back on the payroll. We got a Nora to thank for it.
Eyes up here, brother!
You're back. Well, I was having a nice day up here this very second.
Stay here. Over here. Savior, thank you for taking the time. And my condolences that you had to endure Ulvund's bloviating.
I've dealt with worse. It sounds like he's really trying to put you over the barrel.
The idea that the Carja purposely let Bristlebacks into the Daunt, it's completely absurd. But the louder and longer he says it, the more support he'll get for his damned concession decree.
How did the Bristlebacks get into the Daunt?
No one knows for sure. The first report of them came from west of the quarry. But unless they have wings I don't know about, I don't see how they could have come over the mountains.
No other way in.
The only way I know about is Barren Light. Look, if you can get to the bottom of this, I can offer a considerable bounty in return. Help me shut Ulvund up.
What is this concession decree that Ulvund wants?
He wants the Sundom to designate portions of the Daunt as Oseram holdings. Only the portions, mind you, that produce any value.
Let me guess. Because he stands to profit somehow?
Exactly. With the Daunt under Oseram law, he could secure more investment for their numerous ventures.
He can't get those investments without the concession?
No. Not while there's a chance the Sundom could revoke their access. Hence, why the concession is so important to him. And why blaming the Carja for the Bristlebacks, no matter how absurd, works in his favor.
How does blaming the Carja for the Bristlebacks help Ulvund get his concession?
Look around. This may be the Sundom, but Chainscrape is all gears and rust and bad ale. Claiming that the Carja loosed the Bristlebacks in order to intimidate Oseram laborers into obedience. Well, let's just say no one here has forgotten the atrocities of the Mad Sun King.
Even with the valley working again, Ulvund hopes he can stir up enough resentment against the Karja to call for a strike.
And if the Oseram refuse to work, unless the concession is signed, you won't have a choice.
Correct. The reconstruction of Barren Light must continue.
How did you get stuck out here?
I asked for the posting, believe it or not. Overseeing the entire valley on behalf of the Sun King? It was an honor. Is an honor, I mean.
But your job would be a lot easier without someone like Ulvund blasting hot air all the time?
Ulvund's not going anywhere. He's been around longer than I have. Even fancies himself the founder of Chainscrape. Now, I'll find a way to live with him. I have to.
You said the bristlebacks were first spotted west of the quarry?
Yes, according to one terrified laborer, said the ground trembled before they came charging down the hillside. He took off and ran all the way here.
Good place to start looking, then.
If you learn the truth, maybe Ulvund will stop blaming the Karja for every problem under the sun, and maybe then he'll actually focus on rebuilding Barren Light instead. Last time I was back, he'd already started walking, and I missed it.
Boy, swag. If an Oseram hammers metal in an empty forge, it doesn't make a sound. I'll have you know
The way to Barren Light is clear. Get moving.
You're not errand vanguardsman. I will move only when the captain
When
says...
I've cleared out all the bristlebacks, which I have. Captain's orders.
So they're okay?
Banged up, but breathing. And waiting up ahead for you.
But I was supposed to have 3 escorts.
I'm off to Barren Light, Wadis. Like Aloy said, captain's orders. You can stay here.
Abandoned to the riffraff? I think not.
Guess you're coming with me then. See you there, Aloy.
Well, now that that's done, the embassy can finally get underway. If I can get through it, I'll be able to track down Silence. Hades. Maybe even a Gaia backup. Guess I could head straight for Barren Light. Or poke around the Daunt some more first. And maybe take Petra up on that drink.